Hey everyone, it's me again, everyone's favourite YouTuber, Pyro Mushington. And you may recall a year ago I made a video talking about lost YouTube video I personally remember watching. And honestly, I think it's one of my favourite videos I made so far. I just like talking about these weird things from my childhood, so I decided to make part 2. There are way more things from my childhood I want to talk about now that are lost. So everyone buckle up, grab all orange juice, cause here we go! Five Nights at Freddy's. What is there to say about this legendary franchise? It's gone beyond just the indie series, and it's pretty much in the big leagues now when it comes to horror franchises. But if you're familiar with the creator, Scott Cawthon, you would know it was a very, very long ride to get there. I'm not gonna get super into it, but Solar Sands already made a really good video about it. But all we need to know is that Scott Cawthon has been trying to get his foot into the door for a really long time before Freddy's came out, and earlier on in his developing career, he used to be a frequent user on a forum dedicated to 3D modeling and stuff like that, and being an internet user of the 2000s, early 2000s to be specific, he was a bit quirky on the boards, dashed out on someone on the boards, and called them a bunch of epic gamer words because they dared to make a few mistakes through their art. Well, I think that's what's going on. I don't know. It's really hard to tell the context of very little of the actual conversation. There was also a podcast going around where the host goes on about how he actually knew Scott, and according to him, was very unusual.
Okay, real quick. Yeah, he got him in the hole. Fucking call me Bird Gallery again.
His personality would just switch like clockwork, and was very reminiscent of his actions on the board. He'd blow off on people and just say really odd things. I'll put up the clip if I can. It'll explain things way better than I'm explaining it. Anyway, I think this should go without saying, but don't try to use this as some sort of way to shun Scott. He made these posts in the early 2000s. As someone in their 20s, he's definitely changed a lot since then. Anyway, you're probably wondering, the hell does that have to do with lost media? Well, on 2023 or 4, I don't know, I can't remember, someone would make a video talking about this whole thing. It was called Scott's Unhinged Past Before FNAF, and if I remember correctly, it was the main video that spread this knowledge around, at least I think. It was decently popular. I remember there being a lot of views and comments. But one day I was bored and wanted to watch the video again, but to my shock, the video for my video history and YouTube as a whole, believe me, I turned the internet upside down trying to find it and still found nothing. Last time I watched the video, I want to say like late 2023. I don't know, but it was a while back, so my memory is really spotty. All I remember is the video and comment section. I cannot tell you the guy's name, it was so just brief. I never really checked it in my brain. I've completely forgotten it. All I know is that the video used the FNAF 6 theme. You know the one. The one every goddamn FNAF YouTuber uses. That's about all I remember. Anyway, how would there be a way to really find the video? Like, it was up for like a year. Maybe 2. And I don't think a recap of some old Scott Cawthon lore was really worth it to anyone to archive. It was one of those videos you watch, think to yourself, oh, that's interesting. Then just move on. Don't think about it for a while. That mindset probably also led to the great Charmix purge of 2021. I'm still looking forward to those videos, by the way. Hopefully it's up one day. I made a post on the FNAF subreddit about this, and of course I got no traction. I just can't seem to win with lost media on Reddit. Anyway, I hope that video can pop up one day. I remember the comment section being pretty funny for a YouTube comment section. Oh my king, they're always funny. You're very angry if it turns out the video was just unlisted the whole time, meaning that it was never actually lost.
What's up, dude? I got the cupcakes. I'm glad you could make it.
What the fuck's going on, everybody? It's your boy E445.
Was anyone super into Discord predator hunting as a kid? No? Yeah, I figured. A few years ago, these type of videos had a chokehold over me. I don't know why, but the idea of disguising as a minor and catching a bunch of mini EDPs in the process was peak content when I was like, what, 13? Anyway, well, there are quite a bit of channels. The main one I was hooked on was Cubit. Is that Steve's name? His content was standard for the genre, nothing super different. Actually, no. I don't know, his editing style of having a meter for the EDP levels these guys were giving off, actually confronting these way writers instead of just letting them run away. But most of the time, in the release, you know, interesting. You know, give interesting mindset of what these people like and why they were doing these weird things. Like, it was a nice change of pace compared to these other people who just troll them or just report them. Like, that's gonna do anything. Chris had just a really chill, laid back voice and personality that I really liked in his videos. I would go on a spree on his videos every few weeks, watching them during COVID era, 2020 to like 2021ish. And I was really pumped for every new video release between 2023. Until one day, like FNAF video, I searched up Twitch channel and was greeted to all his videos being privatized. Oh no, not another one. PTSD from this. Now, I have no idea why he did this. Maybe he just wasn't proud of the content, and maybe he wanted to go in another direction with his content? I don't know. But the videos are just gone. There might be somewhere else. I hope so. Because the series really taught us an important lesson. Don't talk to strangers. And if you're a kid, don't talk to people over 18.
1, 2, 3,
Speaking of DJs and freaks, okay, so this last one is more so just an update on the last video I made. You may remember that in that video, I talked about some last Asian cartoon web show thing. I also mentioned another show they made, which is pretty much just a more explicit, edgier Johnny Bravo. Well, I took a Discord to talk about these two shows. To my surprise, a user called this fellow found the first show I was talking about. I'm not sure if I can show it. Like I said before, it's pretty explicit, and I don't want to take any chances here. But I'll just leave a link down in the description if you want to check it out and just see how bizarre it is. It's just as weird as I remembered it being. Interestingly enough, only 3 episodes were available. I could have sworn there were way more, but whatever, I guess. Maybe I misremembering. Maybe the others are lost. Who knows? I'm just happy to have this show found. Finally lived parts of my childhood memory watching these videos. I really should have not seen it as a 7-year-old. Man, after all the stuff I watched as a kid. Oof. Miracle I not turn out like you guys. Anyway, I think that's all. For that video, missing. Predator video, missing. Heart attack animation, finally found at least. Anyway, that's all. Just want to make some more short videos. I still want to test out the new editing software on my computer, so I can see if editing is really. I just want
the end.